Yeah, it's a fucking wonderful little Thursday evening right now. Absolutely.
I think my head's crooked.
Greg, do you have any messages for the people, dude?
I think my head's crooked.
Smooth brain, man.
That crooked ass head, bro.
What part about it is crooked? Like it's crooked on your body, or what do you mean? You look like a little bit like you're from the Wizard of Oz.
I feel like that makes Greg happier than like I can describe.
Well, who am I?
Um,
Am I in the city with the emeralds? Or you think I'm the lion?
no, yeah, lion could be it.
I feel like a lot of people think I'm the lion.
I've never seen Wizard of Oz.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like we got to trip out and watch it. Yeah.
That would be a great movie to trip out and
Whoa.
watch.
We need a fucking smooth brain reaction of Wizard of Oz.
You can play Pink Floyd to it, right? And it syncs
No
up.
way,
Yeah, the
really?
first 48 minutes sync up perfectly to Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah.
That's like pretty wild.
It's so wild that they were like, you know,
We kind of got to do that.
okay, let's do that.
Wait, what do you mean with like?
They were just like, this is, divinely.
Yeah, Mateo, that's like. I
That's
feel like
weird.
that's one of the biggest American classics. I'm surprised you haven't seen
Fuck
it.
out of here, biggest American. What does that even mean?
It means
What's
that
an
like
American classic?
it means that you're pretty not American for not seeing it.
Man, is it Zero Dark 30? I don't fucking think so. Dude. That's American.
I've watched it so many times. I almost felt like it was my duty to watch it.
I didn't like it as a kid for sure.
Yeah, I
Started
don't
in
think
black and white, and I was like, what is this? And then, yeah, it just wasn't the vibe. But now I'm like, I remember it fondly.
I remember I liked it a lot, but I think I only ever enjoyed the first like hour. And then as the movie kept going, I was like, I'm out of it.
So, what is Wizard of Oz about?
You're fucking with me, dude.
Come on.
We're not in Kansas anymore. Something about
No.
going down a rabbit hole. Or is
Oh no,
that-
bro.
Or ask Alice in One.
Yeah.
Is there someone in Alice in Wizard of Oz, or is that some
That's
complete?
No.
Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, so it's different than Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you seen Alice in Wonderland?
Never.
Get the
No.
fuck out of here.
No.
Is that
really?
also an American classic, like American Sniper?
Yeah, it
No,
is like
that's
American
like a world
Sniper.
classic. That's one of the
A
most
world
classic,
classic.
World classic. I don't know. The American Sniper comparison, I feel like it's a little more accurate for it. But
yeah, I guess you're right. It's the American Sniper of the world.
don't you want to be
Big snort, dude.
Don't you want to be falling down rabbit holes with Alice in
I
Wonderland?
guess so, dude. And if it's a classic,
That's
we gotta
another-
watch it because the lesbians be watching the classics,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah, lesbians definitely
God
watching the
damn
classics.
it. I just feel like lesbians pick good activities is all.
What do lesbians do? They just watch Ellen all day?
No, they're just like into like the classics.
Like giving each
woodworking.
other buzz cuts every day. You know,
What does
all
that
about-
even mean?
I don't know. You guys
They just
tell
know
me.
all about the classics.
like woodworking. Apparently.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Anything that's kind of sick, they're on it. I feel like that's the vibe.
Absolutely.
Dude, you know all your architecture ideas? We should have it built by like a bunch of lesbian architect builders.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are they builders or architects?
Or lesbians.
Or you're saying a
Both.
whole team?
I'm saying like highly skilled lesbians who are like, look, dude, I'm gonna do a better job than anybody else. Like I'm both an architect and I'll fucking do this woodworking for you and
And
build
we have
this
to
shit.
pay him
Wow,
a
okay.
ridiculous amount of money and
Tons of
fix this
money.
whole
Yeah.
pay gap thing.
Uh-huh.
Dude. Just with a couple outliers, pay him like $1 trillion.
That
and be
would
like,
probably be
the
bad. for
pay
the
gap
world.
doesn't
Yeah.
exist
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wow. Well, if we happen to catch anyone with those qualifications, feel free to comment.
we also need so much more money, but we're getting there, man.
Also, that's not how you fix the pay gap.
I don't know. I think hiring like 8 lesbians might do it.
And just give him Jeff
Mhm.
Bezos money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because then maybe they would use it to equally fund.
Well,
they
it's
would
not-
start companies.
It's not like morally fixing the pay gap. It's
Right.
just like if you were to take the average and include those outliers, it's fixing the pay gap.
which is actually worsening.
It's
it for
worsening the
most
issue.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we could say we fixed the pay gap.
That's true in like a very Thomas Shelby way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was driving on the freeway and I saw a van with a big ass sign, like I'm talking like 2 foot by 2 foot, that said maintenance never. Fuck that. Let me just run that back, dude.
Yeah.
Run it back. Run it back.
I'll hit you with like a fucking new wave of surprise, you know?
I was on the freeway.
Holy shit. No way, dude.
No fucking way.
and I see this van with a big sign that says maintenance, never tow this vehicle. And I thought, what a ridiculous assertion to make of like, no matter where I am, never tow this vehicle.
No matter the circumstance.
I think I saw this same van.
Yeah, it was near your house, like that exit. Damn, that shit had me going because I was like, can I just start making really aggressive signs?
Yeah. I bet that dude's van is never going to get towed because he's got a phone number on it too. He's like, hey, if you tow this van, fucking call me about it because like we're about to have a problem. Like I just wouldn't tow that van if I was a tow company.
Because the odds that the white van is doing maintenance is pretty high.
Maybe it's like FBI shit, right?
It'd be so funny if the cops were like, we put never on the side of the van. What the fuck are you guys doing here?
Dude, I working for a tow company's got to be so wild. I like that they made a reality TV show about it.
Oh,
Just as you work at a tow company, it's like you're shiesty.
Like in Repo Man?
You kind of are like a kleptomaniac, but you just figured out a way to do it legally.
Yeah. And you want to like fight a little bit?
Yeah, you're ready to throw down people for sure.
You don't even want the object. You just want the fucking action of stealing.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's what we got to start doing. We got to start working for a tow company, dude. We got to start our own tow company.
That'd be amazing. We started our own tow company.
Start towing cars.
That'd be fucking great.
You know what I mean?
We got to start putting boots on cars and be like, call this number.
We don't even have to steal the cars. I just want to move it like 5 feet further down the road, you know?
I like the boots. And then when they call us, we're just clearly very drunk. And we're like, what do you want us to do about it? And they're like, well, how do I get it removed? And they're like, come buy us around. Well, then we'll give you the keys after.
I think that was a real scam for a while in San Diego. I remember seeing news stories about that people would just go put boots on your car and say like, nah, like it's $500 or I'm not taking the boot off your car.
Did you know who put an end to that? Lockpicking Lawyer.
Yeah.
That man saved the world.
Yeah, Lockpicking Lawyer is a god.
Is that the guy that fucking just lockpicks on his YouTube?
Yeah. He makes like a little 2 minutes video being like, this company sent me this lock because they said I would never be able to pick it. And then literally just 2 seconds in, it's like click, click, and it's done.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and I just got back from a trip to Home Depot. I'll admit I wasn't expecting much when I dropped this Sentry safe into my cart. I figured I could probably pick it open, but I was not expecting there to be a hole in the door through which I could literally stick a wire and unlock it. There's actually 3 holes where these 3 little lights come through. The lights are attached to a circuit board on the inside of the safe, and that circuit board is held in place with a sponge.
I swear this dude's got x-ray vision. Like he knows the shit before he picks the lock.
Make room for this little bit of coat hanger that I'll use to unlock the safe. Let me show you how that's done. I'm going to push this little green LED through. Then I'm going to position this wire so I can reach the solenoid. Okay, you can see it's currently locked. I'm going to turn this wire and it is unlocked. Okay, let's turn this around. And I'll show you.
Just kind of disrespectful with it. I love it.
His voice is just so monotone. And I fucked your shit.
Yeah. And I like too that after a while, I feel like as this comment section really, matured, he was like, I'm gonna lean into it.
Yeah.
Like now he makes a lot of videos where like this company fucking blows.
Sungazer in the building. Gazer.
We got to get spiritual shown on this podcast at some point.
Definitely
soon.
I thought you were going to say get him on the show. And I was like, no way he leaves his house.
I don't know. I almost get him to call in, I bet.
You have to be maybe a call. You got to be a high level female. I feel like. And he'd be like female, dude, not a lady, not a woman. He'd be like female. Got to have that high energy. Got to have crystals in the cooter, you know?
Crystals in the cooter.
And then I feel like, honestly, I don't mean to shit on the man, but like if he's on a pro nut and then he stops nutting, then he'll all of a sudden be like, yo, fuck the ladies, they got demons in the pussy, you know? And you'll be like, did you switch just because you nutted too much?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Spiritual soul in the building, Sungazer soul in the building, nature soul in the building. Now check this out, man. I recently just dropped a video giving y'all 5 reasons why you should never sun gaze. I was basically letting you know, like, man, if you start sun gazing, it's gonna change your life for the better, etc. I will leave that video in the description. Y'all can go watch that video so y'all can know exactly what sun gazing will do to you. Now check this out. I literally just walked out here. I'm about to show y'all how to sun gaze in less than 3 minutes. So the first thing you want to do, that bird going crazy too, I just came out. So the first thing you want to do when you first come outside, if you're not in nature, if you're in your backyard or something, I know they tell you want to wait till the sunrise or the sunset, but what you have to understand is everybody is different. Everybody vision different. Everybody melanin is different. Some people don't have strong melanin. Everybody is different, so you got to pay attention to how you feel. So look, I recommend you do it between 6 to 9 o'clock in the morning, between 6 to 9. And after that, I recommend you do it between 5 to 7. But if you want to get the full advantage, if you want the sun to be nice and moist, if you feel like it's too much strain on your eyes, then do it when sunrise and when sunset. Now me, I could do it anytime.
Yeah.
So the first thing you want to do when you first walk outside, you want to
nipple shot, dude.
just get comfortable, get a good feel of the sun. So just get comfortable. Try to clear your mind out. Try to be in the moment. You should hear a lot of birds. Now me, I got a road right here, so it'd be a little irritating, but I don't be paying attention to that most of the time. But you should hear little birds, etc., etc. So look, when you're preparing for the sun gaze, you want to take at least 3 to 5 deep breaths. Just and you want to take them motherfuckers as hard as you can. You want to literally try to get as much in the moment as you possibly can, and get ready to receive from the sun. Get ready to receive. Get your mind right. Get in the moment. Like you about to get ready to meditate, okay? So you gonna go, once you get in the moment, you gonna go ahead and put your eyes up. You gonna look. And then you gonna close your eyes. This is for beginners. And then the next day, you go from 5 seconds. So when you do it in the morning, when you closing your eyes for 30, 45 seconds, you receiving when you closing your eyes too. So when you do it in the morning, after you do it you're going to do 2 sessions. Open your eyes, boom. 1, 2, 3, close them. Relax for 30 seconds. Open your eyes again. 1, 2, 3, boom. Relax for 30 seconds. And then you can go do it during the evening. Now, if you feel like your eyes is hurting, take your ass in the house. You're done. You're done for the day. If your eyes feel irritated, you're done for the day. But most important, when you sun gazing, you want to take deep breaths and let it out. Just let
Does
go.
Spiritual So have a TikTok?
I don't know. I feel like he's like the TikTok is the Chinese coming from my neck. You know?
I could see that. Become a god.
Yeah, I think we're good on that.
yeah.
How long can you guys stare at the sun for?
Dude, I've never really tried to stare at the sun for a long time. You're kind of our sun gazing expert.
Greg?
I have stared at the sun once, and God only knows how long I did it for.
So short amount of time?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, that kind
When
of
was
stare
this?
at the sun.
What happened?
Yeah.
I was just fucking becoming a god, you know?
Okay.
And then meeting the devil.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
I'd be staring at the sun pretty frequently, dude.
Yeah, you make me feel better about it because it couldn't have been longer than like an hour.
I probably hit it like once a week. The sun with my eyes.
You're fucking with me still?
Yeah, dude.
Wow. How long?
I
What,
feel
are,
like you're
what are your numbers up
skateboarding.
to now?
Well, like I don't really like hit it for like length, you know? It's not like a lengthy like sort of thing. It's
That's just like
a
a pleasure, like a quick, like, let's get it in and get
yeah,
it
like
out.
let's get it in. Sometimes it's like if I'm around my mom, I'm just like
Hey,
kinda
yo,
sneaky
what's
on.
that connection?
it's just like she be talking to me and like the conversation's going over my head and I'm just like staring at the sun now. Like that's what I'm doing now.
Dude, if I was talking to you and all of a sudden you went, I'd be like, oh shit, he's gonna look at the sun or shit himself.
And it's also just like anytime it's brought up and someone's like, you shouldn't do that. And it's like midday. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do it right now.
Spiritual So convinces me that it's maybe good for you. Like he's able to put doubt in my mind better than any other person I think I've ever met.
It looks like he's having a pretty good time.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, because he's genuinely based, bro. I don't really know what based means, but he's it.
Based.
Yeah, like base god. Like Lil B the base god.
That bass is like heroin, dude.
That's free base.
That's free bass.
Well, free basing would be free basing. And then basing, I guess, is just basing. But that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he makes it sound like, he's like, if it hurts, fucking take your ass in the house.
Yeah, pretty
Mhm.
reasonable.
3
It's not for
seconds and
everybody.
you're
If
done.
you got bitchy eyes, Dylan, like
Mhm.
fucking go home.
Yeah.
All right, let me throw this out though.
Yeah.
Real talk is that when you go outside
Yeah.
and you get vitamin D, not only is it good for your like skin and shit and like body because you produce the hormone and whatnot, it's also fucking good for your eyes. Like the seeing bright light makes your brain wake up, releases all the right enzymes, and then the enzymes run out, time to go to bed.
Just like carrots, bro.
So how is this not just a hyper version of that?
Yeah, you're just like, it's like a fucking ultra fucking solar panel, dude. It's
Yeah,
like charging my shit quicker, dude.
dude, because I do closed-eyed sun gazing, and I feel like that's just a bitch version, right?
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's like soaking, dude.
It's like you're
Closed-eyed
still being
sun
disrespectful.
gazing. Yeah.
I think it's healthy though. I feel like closed eyes is like enough protection.
No, that's like saying you're a virgin because you only do anal, dude. That was really back ass. Right? Not gonna lie.
No, that was pretty. I'll put your ass backwards.
little smooth smoke brain, a little smoke. So the guys and I decided to take a little smooth brain smoke break. Look this shit right now, dude. Are you guys' brains working, or is this just me who's just off the fucking rails right now?
Dude, I feel like my brain's working way better than I think it is. You know,
That's insane, dude.
like I wouldn't want to do math right now, but I'm like,
no.
I feel like what's happening is normally you would just say a sentence, and right now I say the first part, and I'm throwing the last couple, and I'm always like, oh fuck, it's not gonna happen, and they drop into place. I'm like, yeah.
I feel like for me, it's like a Marty Dom, maybe, where like just when I think the sentence is like gonna make sense, like the last words. yeah, I guess that's what you said, but like mine don't fall in place.
Yeah,
Because that's right when I give up on the idea. I'm like, I'm this far and I'm still explaining my idea. Oh fuck, what was I talking about?
Dude, if you take a second to think about what you're thinking about, it's gone.
Dude, my refrigerator be making the sound.
Yeah, it's way too
Yeah.
much, dude.
We're gonna record this sound. I'm
Yeah.
gonna play it over what I'm
Oh, that'd
talking
be
about now,
sick.
dude. Yeah,
Mhm.
and it'd be making it sound like some fucking like someone's trapped in an ice cube and they're trying to like whittle their way, shimmy out of
Yeah.
the fridge, dude.
What is it doing? Is it just shimmying your ice around? Yeah, but like, what's it trying to accomplish in
The
there?
ice cube, dude.
Yeah.
Trying to get out, dude. Trying to get melted, bro.
Is that all it wants?
Dude, he just wants to be water again, man. It's fucking cold in there,
Hit
Dylan.
that flow state. Okay, does water become gas because the particles get so separated that they get hot because it's easy to evaporate?
What the fuck? I think you're on the right track at first. And then you took like a really hard turn.
Oh man, that got me, dude.
I might need a replay of that. What the fuck did you just say?
Does water become gas because the particles get so separated that they get hot because it's easy to evaporate?
Dude, this is exactly what we're talking about with your fucking little grenade sentences. They all land right in place.
They're not landing in place.
Doesn't always happen, but
What was I talking about?
You were talking about like water expand, like
yeah.
the molecules expanding.
Okay. So you got a bunch of water.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it hot enough, it turns into vapor. The more water you have, the more energy it takes to get all of it hot.
yeah.
So the less water you have, the less energy it takes before it boils. Does water at some point get so small that it's like really easy to evaporate? That's why like a little bit of water just like immediately goes away because the air temp, there's so little of it to warm. That's why it turns into vapor. Is that right?
Yeah. Like you're saying, if you put like a tiny, like you just put a bead of water here,
Yeah.
and then
On a sunny day.
yeah, and so
Right.
like you can probably get water go away really
Where
fast.
if you had like a cup of water, it's like
all good.
it's
It's not going anywhere.
So is it evaporating at the same rate? I guess that's the real question.
Oh, it's
You know
like
what I
it
mean?
does that to different size weight objects fall at the same rate type of dealio.
Yes.
How long do you think it would take for a cup of water to evaporate in the sun?
It's a good ass question. I don't know the answer to.
On like just our climate, I guess, because it's different per climate. If I leave this inside, it's not going to evaporate. Well, it will really, really slowly, I guess.
I bet it's days.
Dude, the
That's
air's
a
more
lot of days.
saturated.
Definitely
out here,
days.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet there's places where that shit goes, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
put that cup in Arizona, bro.
Yeah.
I sound like Theo Vaughn for half a second. Ew.
Dude, that didn't even sound like Theo. That was like a whole new beast.
Oh, snacky mouth, dude.
Oh, snacky mouth, dude.
I feel like in its purest form, Smooth Brain would be this whole thing uncut.
Yeah, it really would.
But like we can't do pure form right now,
No.
but like in its absolute purest form, this is what it is.
The last episode is just this aired.
I want Smooth Brain literally like looking like it's coming out of my face.
What?
like it's like the camera's moving and it's like it's got some like shoulders and arms right here. That'd be insane.
Did that track?
tracking. No,
Okay.
no.
Go again. Go again.
Okay, my head is a camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smooth Brain.
That's a pretty good answer. I was imagining what you were saying is like take your head, morph into a brain, taffy stretch it out, and then look at the camera and have the taffy stretch move, and then that gets like too much and it cuts out, you know?
Taffy stretch.
A taffy stretch. That's a medical term.
Yeah.
You know, there's like these are firm titties and these titties have taffy stretch.
Just good.
What are you doing?
I'm not smoking crack.
Don't lie to me.
No, I am smoking crack.
That was easy.
That's good energy.
That is good energy.
A drug where you're like, nah, yeah, I'm on crack right now. Like I'm like, that's a good drug.
Cause you're like coherent too. You're like
Mhm.
fucking, you're not on the slumped end. You're not schlumped off the bean.
I'm off the fucking bean right now. I don't have my phone on me, so I won't show the video. But it's like Denzel Curry. He was on fucking Breakfast Show.
Why was she smacking you?
I mean, because I told her to get out.
Damn.
Were you cheating? No.
Oh. Why you pause so long?
That was a weird pause.
Because I was lying.
Oh.
And terrible Denzel Curry impression, but yeah.
So funny. This is you at age 0. This is you at your current age. Everything in the future is unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're floating down this river. No, wrong. You're not floating down the river. You're walking alongside the river.
Yeah.
And it's advantageous to get to the other side. So I know that I started you out with time, but don't get too caught up on the time. Like maybe you can maybe you can live in a diagonal, right? Like you keep crossing rivers as you get older.
Am I able to like stop at like a place for a point though and like take a nice little breath?
No, you can't. It's time. You can't stop.
just for a bit, man. I want to drink some water and like eat some crackers, man. It's, it's a nice hike. Like, come on.
I think that fits in. You don't. I guess. Okay.
Okay,
Imagine
I'll stop fucking you. Like, go ahead.
time is this axis. Quality of life is this axis. This is more quality of life. This is
Okay.
worse.
Right.
So you want to keep crossing the rivers, but naturally you're gonna walk down the river.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay to take a break and not cross the river, but you are gonna keep going down this way.
Yeah.
Brakes are loud, but it's like time is always going.
I fuck with
Okay.
it.
You can look back, but you can't look forward. So when you're looking back, you can see, well, this would have been a great time to cross this river.
Mm-hmm.
But at this time, you either didn't think it was you didn't think it was worthy to cross at that point. Whether you thought there was going to be a better spot in the future, or you felt like it was too much for you at that point, whatever. You didn't cross then. Now you're here. And if you're at a low spot now, if you're at a high spot, then like, okay, fuck off. Like you can keep going down. You can keep hoping. But the way the time works is like you don't know. Like maybe it's gonna get worse. So even if this looks like a bad spot and it's not an indent, it's like maybe that's the time to cross the river. Like maybe now is always the time to cross because you don't know if it's just gonna keep getting wider and wider. So a very basic idea, but something about this really struck me.
I feel like it's kind of take an opportunity as it comes to you, right? Or it's
Yeah.
like if you see the door open, just go through the door.
Yeah.
No
Definitely.
reason not to.
And like at the end of that fucking river, it might just be like fucking bay opens up, or like a fucking big ass lake, and you're like, now I really can't cross.
Now I'm here
Like
forever.
that one part that didn't look bad, that one part that looked bad is now like that's fucking great.
Mhm.
It would have been fine, but now it's gone
Mhm.
forever.
Mhm.
That's how I feel like there are certain things where it's like it never gets so open that you need to kill yourself that you could never move to the next stage, but like sometimes the amount of total stages you're gonna hit decrease with certain choices.
Mhm.
Example of that is like someone who like really fucks up their life. It's like when you're 40, maybe you're not gonna be able to learn like all the life skills and social skills and skills that you need to be like super duper happy. But it's like you shouldn't kill yourself. Like you should still like there's still good things in your life to be done.
What would you consider crossing the river? Like, is that like, are those like epiphany moments? Like what really constitutes the other side of the river?
Like
'Cause I definitely-
leveling up
That's a
in a
great
way.
question.
Yeah, like because I've had epiphany moments for sure where I'm like, okay, I get it finally, like 100%, and now I'm gonna make this change because I finally understand all the reasons why I should make that change.
Does epiphany take out like the effort in like crossing the river though, or because there's effort put into an epiphany before, but like the idea of an epiphany is that it's kind of spontaneous.
Yeah, I guess an epiphany would probably be the moment you might stop to turn to the river and go, okay, I guess I got to cross it now.
Right.
And then it's like you got to put out all the effort after, that moment to really do it.
Yeah, because it's the doing of it that's like
the real thing.
Is the crossings in action.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so cool. This is a little off topic, but fucking old people at receptionist desks are fucking wild.
They just go for it, or like what?
They're just fucking crazy. They're just all different types of crazy. A lot of them are like, you're just like, whoa, 50s alert, bro. And I'm not saying they're in their 50s. I'm saying like fucking 1950s where people were just wild. You know, they'd be like, if I'm not touching you, I'm not being friendly. And it's like, oh, we don't do that anymore. You can't be like, it's not like lower back. It's like, I need a hand on the ass. And you're like, whoa, like you're not even in the realm of like, I don't know who didn't teach you this, And then like the things they say too would be like, like they don't say stuff like nice brother, but they'd be like, what a great brazier, and you're like, ugh.
Dude, what kind of receptionist are you talking
Yeah,
to?
I know, like, where have you ran into a receptionist?
It sounds like you're
this?
frequently running into old, creepy receptionists.
No. The receptionist isn't old. Old dudes
Talking
to
to
a
the
receptionist.
Okay.
Yeah, I completely missed it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you were just getting like sexually assaulted by some grocery store worker.
Yeah, just like old women just being like, it's 50s rules, baby. Like, I'm grabbing your ass. Like, you want to let me come home with you tonight?
Could you imagine? And this is the first time I was telling you guys.
Yeah. I mean, that's horrible. Then for sure. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of creepy old dudes out there.
Yeah.
Just doing their thing though. They don't give a flying fuck, dude. They're just out there. They have no shame about it or anything.
I don't like them.
I don't like them either, but like, the fact that they have no shame, like that's just.
I guess it is beautiful in that way. It's hard to do, to really release yourself.
How do you not feel bad about yourself after like talking to people?
Bro, you know who released himself? That guy, top left. He's just naked, just in the mix, dude. Yeah. Dude, he's just feeling it.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Dude, that's like old people and crackheads combined.
That dude was kind of hung though, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't be out naked dancing unless I was hung. But that's the no shame thing. It's like if you could truly have no shame. Then
This looks like a hot summer though. Like that looks like a nice environment for it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's no doubt loosened up on some crazy things, you know?
That's true. That's true.
Like this motherfucker's relaxed.
It's so crazy that might be someone's like dad.
Yeah.
It probably is someone.
Someone's grandpa, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like, what if your grandpa was the one who was just?
That's
fucking-
many people's dad.
Well, that's a
True.
fair point.
Yeah.
Dylan, did you do the Wordle?
Bro, I'd be being mad depressed sometimes, and you send me Wordle, and it just blows my mind every time. Yeah, like I'll be home alone, just fucking deep in a pit, being like, I fucking hate myself. And then you'll be like, look, I got Wordle on 3, and I'll be like, Max, the timing on these, they link up so well. That's okay. I just feel like sometimes your joy is counteracted by my pain. It's connected, you know?
Repeat after me. I am so much more than the noises I make when I poop my widow pants.
So she get it. Yeah, it's smooth.
Smooth